Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing part 2 to this. I think we got something figured out. We have a couple tools we rented. We got a puller. I didn't rent that, I bought this. And we already tried a little bit of it. It seems to be working. We actually got it to move a little bit, even though it doesn't look like it, but it has moved probably about 1/8 of an inch. Woohoo! So we're gonna go ahead and put this here puller on it and heat it up a little bit. Then we're gonna try to pull it right back off this way. So yeah, so we're making progress, and I'll get back with y'all here in just a brief moment. Alright, so I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but this is how you take care of it. You just go around this over and over until you know you got hot. Until you see flames coming out the back of it. Then you know you got hot enough. So, alright, so after hours of heating, swearing, grunting, and farting, spraying and prying, we finally got that daggum thing off. And it came off fairly well after we added some heat to it. So, yeah, this is what you're going to be looking at. Now, when you start using this tool, you're going to have to hit it with a hammer continuously. And be sure when you get this thing off, you clean that. Use some steel wool, some sandpaper. I wouldn't advise using a very high grit sandpaper. I'd use like 320, anything up there. Just get a good scuff to get that rust off there. And as soon as you get it done, put some grease on it. So, I'll get back to you in a second. Alright, so when you go ahead, when you do this, you don't want to add no pressure. You just want to wrap a piece of sandpaper around it and clean that up. You just want the sandpaper to do the work continuously. And just go over there until it looks clean. Add your grease, add your brake cleaner on there. And get in there and look at what it looks like. Now, after it was all dirty, y'all seen what it looked like. It was all black and stuff. Now that, feel around your edges, make sure there's no sharp points. Feel around there. If your fingernail catches in like one of these spots here, you can zoom in closer, I don't know. But if you can see that, it's like a shiny spot. So you want to go around with your finger and see if your finger catches, because if it does, that's a piece of metal that came out of here. It's like a piece of the metal bearing that melted. So get it all cleaned up, and after you get it cleaned up like this or cleaner, run a piece of steel wool around it a good few times, get it all polished up, looking good, and then slap some of this high temp grease right here is what you can use until they come out with that new blue stuff that's really high temp. But just take some grease, wrap around it, and slap your other bearing, your other hub on. So I'll get back with y'all here in just a second and let y'all see what I'm talking about. So always lube the inside of this too, it'll help out. And you don't need like a gob of it on there. The only time you need a gob is when you got to put the cap back on it. You want to put a gob of that in there, and that'll help you out. But that's basically all you need to do. Make sure you get your threads. The more grease you put on there, the more water resistant it is if water gets in there. So just remember, clean it, grease it, and it should slide right on. So let's see what it'll do. Whoa, all right. Like that. And basically you just put your washer, your new nut on, and you're ready to put everything back. So that's about it. So do everything in reverse, the way you took it off, and everything should be ready for you to take off down the road. So yeah. Now, another thing I didn't touch on when you do your brakes, when you go to put those back on, I've touched on this before on some other videos. Y'all can go back and see it, but you need a C-clamp to hook onto that brake caliper Here, hold that so I can show them. Now, so you put that on there, you gotta put a brake pad back here, and like one of your bad brake pads or your regular brake pad, just put it on here and then crank that thing back and it should squeeze this cylinder back in. So that's the only other part that I'd have to show you, but like I said, it's on another one of my videos, so if you want to take a look at that video on brakes, just switch over there and all brakes are the same. So just watch that video if you want to learn about brakes. But that's basically it. We're about to button all this up, and it's only going to take me a couple minutes to do, and then we're done. So I hope this will help y'all out later on down the road. Please like, subscribe, and please share my videos. It's the only way I can get my channel to grow. If y'all like to see more, leave a comment on like what model, make, whatever vehicle it is. Just let me know what y'all want to know, and I'll do a video on it. So in the meantime, yeah, y'all have a great day, and keep wrenching. That's the aftermath.